What's up, guys? Classy Metal here. Got a little bit of a honey hole video for you guys today. I've done a video on Meteor Gem before. I think some of you may be overlooking it, so I'm going to share my little secret place with you guys. You would not believe the incredible deal I got on the stuff that I'm about to show you. They have a used/blemish section on their website, and sometimes they run sales at a percentage off. These were half off of the already low price. I got a ton of stuff for next to nothing. The shipping is on point. Definitely go check out Meteor Gem. The site will be linked up down in the description. And I'll be right back. I got some tapes, I got some CDs, and some records to show you guys. And I'll have that right after this.
Let these wounds forever mark your cowardice.
Alright guys, I'm going to start with the CDs. Most of you guys that follow the channel tend to enjoy the CDs more than anything else. I picked up 3 CDs in this order. Actually, the first CD that I'm going to show is the thing that started this entire order, and that's Omnipotent Hysteria with their, I think, 2013 EP entitled Forged in the Embers of Monolithic Devastation. Just from the album cover and the name of the EP, you guys know that this is probably some brutal death metal, and it absolutely is. This is a band out of the UK, killer project. I had this once before, and I ended up selling it, and I had instant seller remorse, and I've been kind of hunting it ever since. And when I saw that Meteor Gem had this, I went ahead and threw it in the cart. So I was like, you know, since I'm getting this, and it was in their used section, I got it for just a couple bucks. I was like, I'm going to jump on there and see what else they got, and I ended up making this big order. I say a big order. I got all of this stuff for about $50 altogether, everything that I show in this. So there's that, and you'll see why I call this place a honey hole. But Omnipotent Hysteria, this EP absolutely rips. It's 4 tracks, but it's my favorite thing that this band has put out. I enjoy everything they put out, but this particular EP, absolutely killer. Once again, this is entitled Forged in the Embers of Monolithic Devastation. I will try to link all this stuff in the description for you guys, because I know as I get into this, in particular, some of the vinyl and stuff, some of the black metal bands, it's going to be hard for me to pronounce and all that. So next up, we have some more brutal death metal. This is a project out of Indonesia. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but Indonesia is a hotbed for brutal death metal. This is Apoptosis, Gutrectomy with their 2019 demo entitled Xenophobia, Interspatial Manifolds. Kind of that spacey, kind of generic looking brutal death metal album cover there. It's only 2 tracks on this EP, but it is absolutely heavy. This will crush you. This was released through Brutal Minds, so you know it is some heavy stuff. There's the inside of the case there. 2 tracks of just absolutely pummeling brutal death metal. Killer stuff, and I got this for like $1 and some change, so I couldn't pass this one up at all. And then the last CD I got is some Black and Thrash. This is a band out of here in the U.S. I do believe they are split up. I'm thinking they were maybe out of Massachusetts. I've seen this around, and I just never even checked it out just because of the name of the band. But this is a Baby Stab Horror with In the Name of Satan. Pretty decent Black and Thrash release. I figure there's other people that may have passed on this, just as I did because of the name of the band. Just hearing that, I would think that it was like a gore grind or something along those lines. And I was surprised when I listened to it and found out that it was some Black and Thrash. But it's actually pretty good. It's unfortunate that I took so long to check it out for the reasons that I did, and then never get to catch these guys live or anything along those lines. But pretty solid Black and Thrash release. This is also one that I just blind bought it because it was so cheap. But those are the 3 CDs. I also picked up 3 tapes, and we'll get right into those as well. All right, next we'll jump into the cassettes, and then after that we'll go right into the vinyl. First up, this is a deathcore band out of the UK. It kind of leans into the brutal deathcore realm, I would say, with their only full length that this band put out. This is Primordial Swarm with the Triumvirate of the Covenant. I believe this was released maybe 2018. I don't know. It's just on this purple shell there. This is the only full length that the band put out. It's about 40 minutes or so, stretched out over well over 15 tracks. But it's pretty solid stuff. I'm not always the biggest on deathcore. I don't just hate deathcore or anything, but this actually turned out to be pretty good. I was actually pretty surprised with this one. Once again, this is Primordial Swarm. Some of you may be familiar with them. I'm not sure. This was kind of my introduction into listening to them. When I bought it, I thought it was just going to be some kind of run of the mill brutal death metal. So it was a bit of a refreshing listen, a bit of a surprise, and it wasn't necessarily a bad surprise. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Next up, we have some Norwegian black and thrash. This is Persecutor with their 2018 demo. 2 tracks, very solid. As far as I know, this is the only thing that this particular project has put out. It's unfortunate because it was a good start. It was very solid. I would like to hear some more from Persecutor. I was kind of trying to look them up and find some info on the band. I don't know if I'm going to be able to focus on that or not. But as I was trying to find more information on Persecutor, there are so many other projects out there with the exact same moniker, the exact same name, so it's kind of hard to find. But this is the only release that I could find from this particular project. Once again, I say it's unfortunate because this was a killer couple track demo of black and thrash, just well crafted, fantastic stuff. And then I picked up this Wulfskol EP. This one is entitled Satanic Death Militia. This is a band. They're out of Houston, Texas. They're kind of blackened death thrash / punk. It's hard to kind of nail them down to a particular genre. I was introduced to this band through the Metalhead box. I received a copy of their 2023 split with Hexella. I believe I think it was called like Burn With Us, something along those lines. And I enjoyed the Wulfskol part of that split, and I saw this there on Meteor Gem, so I just jumped on it especially for the price. All this stuff was used or blemished. If anything is ever listed as blemished on there, they tell you what the actual blemish. Some of the stuff could be just like a cracked jewel case, a cracked shell, or cracked jewel for the tapes, and that type stuff. So you can kind of buy with confidence and know that you're not getting something that's just completely wrecked if you pick up something from the blemish section there of the web store. This is I think they kind of market themselves as satanic death metal, but it is there is definitely black and thrash and punk elements going on in their sound. Very solid EP here. I was pretty impressed with this. This one goes a little harder than the split, and was definitely surprising because I thought that split was really good, and Goat Throne Records, man, they killed it putting this particular EP out. So and it looks awesome on that yellow shell. Those were the 3 tapes, and then take a little break here, and we'll come back, and I will give you guys the stack of vinyl that I picked up. And before I get into the vinyl, they also gave me a stack of little Meteor Gem stickers. These were actually in the outer sleeve of one of the vinyls, so I figured I really love that Mortician play on that Meteor Gem. They gave me a couple of those, so I wanted to show those before I got into the vinyl. And then first up, we have some hardcore punk. This is Human Mess with their Follow You Home. I guess it's a full length. I'm not really familiar with Human Mess. It looks like a full length. It's 12 tracks. Released on No Way Records. I think this came out in 2009, I'm thinking. Kind of blind bought this one. and it wasn't so bad. I gave it a spin not too long ago, and says it was recorded in 2008, so it did come out. I actually got it right in 2009. Kind of noisy, hardcore, but it's some killer stuff, and it was just on black vinyl. I think all of these actually were just on black vinyl, but I might be surprised as I go through. Next up, this one I actually really loved. This is the 2022, I think, debut full length from AEIR, AEIR, entitled A Frith Befouled. It's a international project. You have members all over working together on this. It's very atmospheric style sludge, kind of post metal slash sludge. I was drawn in by that artwork, and I was absolutely floored by the material on this record. This was released through Moment of Collapse Records. Looking forward to hearing some more stuff from this project. I hope they do some more material going forward. But I mean, you guys, I mean, some of you probably would have been drawn in just like I was with the artwork and stuff. There's the lyric sheet. Not a whole lot going on in that, but killer release. I was super impressed with this one. This might be one of my favorite pickups out of this entire haul. Pretty sure this one's just on black vinyl as well. Actually, it kind of has this green. I thought it was black, but now that it's under the light, it's got this kind of hunter green, so that's even better. Nice little surprise there. Next up, we have some crossover thrash. This is Red Death with their debut. They call it a full length, but I think it's like 17 minutes. This is Permanent Exile. This band, unfortunately, is split up. I believe they're out of Washington, D.C. I could be wrong on that one, but unfortunately, I believe they are split up. They put out one other full length, but for 17 minutes of material, it's kind of hard to call it an actual full length. But if that's what they're saying, that's what I'm going to go with. Pretty heavy stuff for a crossover. I mean, it's pretty in your face, pretty violent sounding stuff. The actual sleeve is the lyric sheet insert, so I might have to get some like MoFi sleeves at some point or something. This one is just on black vinyl. I believe they released this on like a red vinyl and a white perhaps, but this is just the black. Got this for like $4. And then the two vinyl that really just killed it, besides the sludge metal, were the two black metal releases. I was blown away by both of these. First up, we have a raw black metal project out of here in the U.S. called Cremantur. Yeah, I probably butchered that. This is their debut full length entitled "The Prize of Treason." Raw black metal that definitely has some riffs going on it. This was released through I can't remember. I can't read the. It's something Wound Records. So apologize for that, not being able to read the label logo. Have a Temple of Wounds. So maybe that was the name of the label. Saved it there with the little insert. This is numbered 97. I'm not sure how many were put out. I'm assuming probably about 100. Look at that artwork. I mean, that just screams black metal. And it is raw, it is nasty, it is hateful, but it's not hard to listen to. I know some of that raw kind of basement black metal can be a bit of a difficult listen. I found this extremely easy and enjoyable to listen to. It is very hate driven. You will be able to feel that fiery hate coming through the record. Definitely, it's on the white label. Almost DIY as far as side A and B. That's one thing that I actually really like that as far as the the vinyl goes. So, and then we have some more raw black metal. This is a project out of Portugal. I'm gonna butcher the name on this one. Decrepitude. I'm gonna butcher the album name. The name of the band is Decrepitude. The name of the album is AV. Vale. Yeah, I butchered that. And that artwork, as simple as that is, with the little candelabra sitting there, is so perfect for this album. Once again, it is a raw black metal release, but it is I can't even hardly put it into words. I don't think there's anything on the inside of this one, but that is so fitting. If imagine what something looking like this is going to sound, and this album is able to actually pull that out. It is their debut full length. I'm hoping they put out some more material. I say they. I don't even know if it's a one-person project or what, but it is a killer release. I was highly impressed with this one. Um, I really like this kind of hateful, icy, dark, in the middle of the night black metal, and this fit the bill for that absolutely perfectly. So even had a little thrashy moments here and there in it as well that I really enjoyed. I'm going to link up all of this in the description, so if you saw something in this that you want to check out, it is there at your disposal. Definitely go check out Meteor Gem. They are a brick and mortar record store that has the website, obviously, and the sales that they have on their used and blemish section is out of this world. They also have like new arrivals and regular stuff for sale as well if you're into checking some of that stuff out. And the prices on that was pretty good as well. Very fair on the shipping costs. I've just all around. I can say that Meteor Gem is classy metal approved. That's all I've got for this video. Like I said, I'm going to keep recording content for you guys. So even after I have my surgery, there will be something there for you still coming while I'm recuperating. I may do a little intro while I'm all swelled up, and I think that'll look kind of metal. So that's all I've got for today. Stay classy, stay metal, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys very soon. I promise.